Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Foundation Friday. I know a lot of you guys love Foundation Friday and you love when I test out a new foundation. Excuse my background. I still want to show up and I don't want to show up in perfection. I'm still working on my background, still wondering what I'm going to do, how I'm going to make it look as I film. I also have a nail company, so that's also my working station when I create nails. So a lot's going on. Anyways, so today we are going to be testing out the Gucci Beauty Foundation. It's the Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. This foundation is $68. Okay guys, I'm going to do this side with a brush and the other side with a damp beauty blender. I got the Shade 340N. It's medium. They do have a good range of color. So they have 40 colors, which is pretty good for a high-end foundation. When I squirt it on my brush, you can see that it's very liquidy. And they did have good color selection. They say that it has a blurring imperfection technology in this. They also have some glycerin. I'm gonna say right away that the color is not bad. It's a little heavily yellow. It does have some fragrance, I will say that much. But right away, I will say, wow, this is looking really nice. It's $68, so my first impression should be that it's looking really nice. It's still keeping a very natural texture to the skin, but I do feel like it's still very orangey, like not orangey, I think a little bit more heavily yellow. But let's see, maybe the color will mix into my skin and it won't look as yellow. So with a brush, I'm going to say, wow, that is really, really nice. Let's do the mirror check just to be sure. Oh, wow. If you've been on my channel for a while, I also have an old channel. This is a newer channel, but I've been reviewing foundation videos for a very, very long time. And let me tell you guys, I was always very disappointed in higher end foundations because I always felt like higher end foundations were probably the shittiest foundations I've ever tried. So I'm pretty surprised that this is actually performing. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and use a beauty blender, and it's not a beauty blender, it's a beauty sponge. So I'm going in with 2 pumps, but I always go with 2 pumps. Oh wow, it goes on really, really nice. I think this 340N is medium neutral. So the 340N is a medium neutral. So that's probably why it's coming out like really yellow. I tend to go with more neutral based foundations because I'm going to end up using bronzer and stuff like that to basically warm up the skin. So I tend to like to go with a neutral because if I go with like a warm underbase, it can look orange really, really fast. So I'm very careful with that. I'm going to just go ahead and press out this side too. A little bit more of a blend. As you guys know, most of the time I don't even put on foundation first. I have like my eyeshadow done. But today, we're being a little different here. I am going to say I'm super impressed by this. It's calming down and it almost looks like my exact color. And it looks really good. It looks like my skin. Like, it looks good. It looks like very medium coverage. Looks really good on the camera. You know when it's a bad foundation is when you can catch it on camera. Like, if you can catch a bad foundation on camera, you know it's bad. Like, foundation looks bad on camera, it looks bad, period. So it does definitely have the blurring effect. I'm just gonna go in with this beauty sponge and I'm gonna try to build the coverage and see what happens if you try to build a coverage. Let me see. So it looks like when you try, the biggest thing is like the fragrance is harsh. Like, I don't really like fragrance in my foundation, but this fragrance is like pretty intense. I like it. It still has a very skin-like texture to it. So it's not masky, but it's skin-like and it has the coverage that you would want. And you guys know I love full coverage. So this is like a medium coverage vibe because you can still see your skin from, like, you can still feel like it looks like skin texture still, but it has like that very nice full coverage vibe to it without being cakey. And it doesn't get into your fine lines. It actually makes your skin look a lot plumper. I don't know, today for foundation, today for primer, I put on the Plump and Prime, and it could be that too. Just makes your skin look nice. Wow, I really thought for $68 I was gonna get a piece of shit, but I ended up getting something really, really good. So that's a second layer, you guys. And with the second layer, it looks pretty much the same. It doesn't even look like I put on another layer. It just gave me a tad bit more coverage. I definitely will say one layer with this foundation is sufficient enough. But look it, don't forget to do your ears, you guys. You know, get the, like, take the other excess on that ears so that your ears can get it. Remember, have you guys seen Kylie's little pictures where her ears aren't done? Okay, guys, so I've had on this foundation like all day, and look at how good it looks. It controlled my oils so good. My skin looks really fresh still. It lasted all day. It did get a little heavy in these areas with a little bit of creasing and a little heavy on the nose area, but this has been all day. Look at how smooth my face still looks. I will say this foundation for $68 is very unique. I feel like it's worth it. It's a Gucci foundation. It's very luxurious. It's worth it for the $68. And I haven't said this in a long time, but because I've been like trying foundation, I've been constantly like feeling like something else is better, or I've tried something that's better than that. But this foundation is very unique. I have yet to find a formula like it. It's really pretty, and it gives you just like such a very natural but flawless complexion at the same time. I love when your face still feels like you know, like it's still your skin and it doesn't look mask-like, but then it's giving you full coverage. I would also say that this foundation kind of reminds me of Armani Silk, but like a little bit better because it gives you a lot more full coverage. I feel like the Armani is good, but the coverage isn't as like, you know, strong. But yeah, you guys, this foundation was pretty good and I'm here for it. So try it out. The link will be down below. Don't forget to like and comment on this video and turn on the, you know, notification bell. Bye.